This thing is driving me nuts. I'll be so glad when I get my iPad back. These two Android phones are driving me absolutely crazy. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh, the real, official, original, authentic, the one, the only, the official, the guy from Pittsburgh. Accept no cheesy substitutes, imposters, or Android phones. I've been looking at iPhones on eBay and on Craigslist, and I can't understand why anybody at this late date would be trying to sell an iPhone 4 for $90. I've got one that's broken. I've got an iPhone 5S. It's also broken. But I'm a little short of $400 to buy an iPhone. And I know you all wanted mail time. I'll do that later today. I have been very sick since Friday, which is why you haven't seen me. First, the abscess, or whatever you want to call it, attacked me Friday. My entire head swelled up. All the bones here were all swollen, and I was in incredible pain. My eye sockets hurt, my cheekbones hurt, the whole jaw hurt. The abscess is back here, and I've been treating it with salt water. And then my sinuses, I've been treating that with salt water. And then my back has been hurting, and then I was coughing a lot over the weekend. And then to top it off, we had 2 days of frost warnings with 32 to 35 degrees at night. And I wake up in the middle of the night freezing, finding that little girl has taken all the blankets. I now have 4 blankets in the bed, and she somehow skidgied the blankets over to her side of the bed, and I wake up ice cold. And I'm going, how do you do this, cat? You're not that big, you're not that heavy, but you managed to take the electric blanket, the second blanket, the hospital blanket, and I dragged out a blue blanket last night and put that on top of me. She's got that one too. Excuse me, and I've been doing a lot of coughing, so I pretty much didn't get out of bed for the last 4 days, and I didn't even feed the cats for 2 days, other than Mama Cat and Kitten, because I couldn't. And I was talking to Paul on the phone last night, and all I did was move my right leg like this, and I screamed in pain. So I will do the mail time later today. I've got to go feed Tiny One and Orangey, and I will then come back, get some sleep, and then do mail time. I don't know if it's my lung or my lower back, but right here it's hurting like hell. And Fluffy's been driving me nuts. He's been climbing under the TV table. For some reason, the cats like to go under there. I don't know why. And he wants to go out, and then he won't go out. And then he gets underfoot. And last night, I had to go to the bathroom, and Fuzzy was standing in my way. I go, move, Fuzzy, move, Fuzzy, move, Fuzzy. And Fuzzy has no concept of what move, Fuzzy means. So, and this phone won't turn around like it's supposed to. So it's driving me nuts. I'm distressed. This credit card company that said give them $200, and after I called them and said, well, can I give you $500? They said, no, you're only allowed to give $200. They have a second card that you can give them $500, but the first card, if you give them $200 after 7 months, they increase your limit to $400. So there goes my dream of buying the iPad and the iPhone at the same time, or one and then paying it off and getting the other one, paying it off. $200 is not enough to buy either, and a secured card for $200 is ridiculous. So I'm gonna have to keep searching around. Of course, I could pay down one of my credit cards, but my personal credit cards have a limit of $300, and some of them are too new, and some of them, like the Amazon store card with a limit of 100, they, despite their promises a year ago in September to give me a credit limit increase, they haven't done it. They said after a year of making on-time payments, they would raise the limit. And I talked to Stoneberry today. I had it paid off, and then I ordered the comforter. I'm going to order another one, but I'm going to pay for it in cash, and order a third one for Kathy. I said, how long until I get a limit increase? I don't know. It depends on what you make payments on. If you pay it down and off, and then we're more liable to give you more credit. But then I have the Indigo credit card, which ironically is owned by Celtic or Celtic Bank. I'm not sure you pronounce that. I think it's Celtic. And they sent me their third, fourth, or fifth pre-selected offer, which is different than pre-approved. And so I apply for the card, and they tell me all the reasons not to apply for the card, not to give me a credit card, and yet their reflex division gave me a $300 card. So these banks drive me nuts. The same credit information is on my credit file with one card as opposed to the other, but they keep giving me, oh, that's my back. Sorry. They keep giving me credit card offers, and then they won't give me a credit card. So I don't want to take months and months and months to save up for an iPhone, and the iPads aren't going to be ready yet till the first of the month, so it's very frustrating. Okay, I don't know if that's a cold or it's right in the back of my lung, or pulled muscle or what, but of course sleeping on the sofa bed is pure torture. All right, here we go. There's the first batch. Somewhere I have a comb, I don't know. Apologize for my hair. I don't know where my combs are. I keep losing them in here. Alright, there's the first batch. Nothing there. I've got Kathy's bag of laundry to do. I've got towels to do, shirts to do, everything I need to do wash today. I'll do it as soon as I can. And when I step wrong on my leg, of course, it goes all the way from my foot to my knee, and I scream a lot. So that's... I have to stay. I was going to go to the ER yesterday. What is today? Tuesday? I was going to go yesterday, and I was still feeling queasy. Oh, yeah, my stomach was attacking me all weekend. So I didn't go yesterday. I'm not going to go today. And tomorrow I have a Bergen boxing item being delivered, so I have to sit here all day. So I will go to the ER on Thursday. We're still having rain. It's supposed to pour today, pour tomorrow. Poor Thursday and poor Friday, but I got to get my knees looked at and x-rayed. All right, there's the first roll and absolutely nothing. Now let's take the second roll. And Paul and I have been in an argument. Originally, I read that the cloth masks are only 10% effective, and he keeps saying, show proof. And I'm going, I don't know what the hell I read. Last October. You think I keep these things like on the top of my screen? I read an article, or I watch a video, and they say now they're saying that the cloth masks are 30% effective, which I don't believe, because someone sneezes, and they're not as effective as some of these other masks. And I'm not me, Kevin, with millions of dollars who could afford. He had a mask that went like a super mask with super filters, and it was like $329 on Amazon. I thought, oh my God, I can buy an iPhone for that. So, or maybe a Mac Mini. So I went, ooh, it must be nice to be rich, And I did not hit the lotto. I got 2 numbers on one lotto thing. That's the closest I got. All right, and a whole bunch of people got $2 million in one of them. I hope they're happy. Okay, there's that. That. There's $30 in quarters here, plus what I had in the bowl. That. There's the second roll, and let's open the third one. And the diamond nickel jar is getting slowly up there. Just a minute, let me get this done. I have a feeling I'm never going to find a silver quarter in these things. I haven't seen a silver quarter in ages. By the way, I watched a video from Spectacular when he had the coin guy on from Florida in the coin store, and the guy got COVID, and the guy was very sick. He spent months in a hospital, and he's well now. And for those who say about my coin loans that are in the coin dealer, which I will be getting 2 out as soon as the stimulus check comes in, whenever that is, probably March. And he said if you invested in gold, he gave a percentage. I'd have to rewatch the video, but he said if you invested in silver last year, you went up 30%. That means my silver's worth 30% more than when I bought it, so that's pretty cool. So, all right, here's the last one. And Fluffy startled me, and I knocked over the Cheerios, and that knocked over a coffee cup, so I broke another coffee cup. Okay, that's distressing. I liked that coffee cup. It was a bunny rabbit Easter coffee cup. All right, there's the first batch. Nothing. I can't see these very well. And there's nothing there. Nothing there. And what happened to you? That one's been seriously tarnished. Okay, and finally, well, that's it for that. 30 bucks in quarters. I got enough laundry money. I got enough laundry soap, I hope. Now I'm moving the camera. And, I got a pillow behind me, or a cushion. So, now I started on the 17th of December 2019 with $3.70. So it took and I keep the slips in here from past months. It took Halloween 2020 to hit $20, and now it's at $28.80 as of today. Now, pennies are a whole nother matter. This is... this started 1020 at 226, and it's now at 268. So you don't get a lot of pennies in your change at the store. But when the only reason I'm doing this, I want to see how many dimes, nickels, and pennies will hold in one of these cat food containers, and then I will either put them in the car fund or use toward my GoPro or computer equipment or whatever. I've got to fix that Mac. They have I'm really tempted. They have a 5 terabyte, it was on sale, and Costco has a lot of these sales. They have a 5 terabyte external hard drive. Don't work on a Mac for $129 right now. And if we had the money now, I would be rushing to Costco and getting that external hard drive, and then opening up the 2010 iMac and putting in put a 5 terabyte hard drive in, which would give me a lot of memory, a lot of storage. I mean, oh, but I do have one thing here. Here is the king size catalog. So for those who want mail time, they have a sale. But of course, I would love to get some thermals, but I don't have any money till the first of the month. So I have 25 bucks in the bank, and I went through all my credit cards, and this is getting mailed back. This is the iPod Nano 4 that got 4th generation. It got sent to me, and the guy who sold it to me formatted it for Windows and did not give the iTunes password and the email, so it's unusable. So I getting my money back. I got my money back, but it's annoying. I would have liked to use it. So I did a rack of dishes over the weekend, and that was about all I could do. And throughout recycling, and I still got to clean the kitchen floor, but earlier, Fluffy I knocked over the box of Cheerios, and they went all over the floor. And I'm going to try to, sometime today, if my knee doesn't start making me scream, finally move everything off the kitchen floor and sweep the kitchen floor finally. And that's about all I can do. And I think I need to dig the heating pad out. It's inside the sofa bed. Clean it off and then put that under my back. So last night, though, with all the blankets on my body, that little girl did not take over. I was still freezing at 5 in the morning. So anyway, that's all that's been going on. I did talk to Fix That Mac. They said they're backlogged on iPad repair, and I'm going, what, did everybody and their mother-in-law after Christmas bring their iPads in to get fixed? So I'm going like that. So I'm really hope that, I said, will you guys have it ready on the 1st? I really need my iPad back. Particularly the one that is Wi-Fi and cellular. I want that back so I don't have to sit here and I can go out and do videos anywhere once I go to T-Mobile, put the chip in, give them $25 a month. And I really want to get rid of these Android phones. So, yeah, good vibes, except my back, which hurts. So, Kathy's okay. She was rather grumpy the other night, and we got into a grump fest. And, you know, we get that some time to time. She said something, I said something. She said nothing back. And so, and then Patty is still planning to move to Las Vegas. I think she's nuts. They had 900 more cases there the other day. And I'm going like, you're moving into a hot zone, and I think you're an idiot. So, oh, on the bright side, they have removed the statewide lockdown. We're now able to eat outside and go get a haircut. I desperately need a haircut. Kathy, every time she comes over, we're busy with other stuff and never get my haircut. So we can finally have dinner or lunch somewhere and eat outside. Although, given how cold it's been and windy, the wind has been howling all weekend. The first day, there's no howling wind out there. I don't know if I want to eat outside. But to eat something that doesn't beep at me would be nice. And when we get the stimulus, we're going to rent a van. We're going to take all the laundry out of here and all of Kathy's laundry and all the bottles from Kathy's patio. Take those in, turn them in for the car fund, get all the laundry done. Then we're going to hit Costco, PetSmart, Walmart, Smart and Final, Safeway, and get cat litter, cat food, cat supplies, whatever she needs, whatever I need. Then we'll cart them up to her house, and she'll cart them up to my house, and then we're going to go somewhere to eat or something. We'll rent the van for 2 or 3 days. It will be cheaper, I think, than renting a car. And then all the laundry can be done, and then all I can do is figure out, where am I going? Oh, ow, 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 ow. I got to remember not to turn. I forgot what the hell I'm going to say. Figure out where I'm going to put all the laundry. It means I got to start working on the bedroom. I wish Patty were not in the let this be your last battlefield mode where she's still mad at Kathy. Kathy's not mad at her, but she's mad that she's still mad at her. I would like to have somebody come over and help me, and I still have to contact the list. I have a list somewhere in here. And get someone to come in. By the way, I have all these controls for electric blankets. There's 5 of them sitting here. And I tried all of them in this one blanket. I know where I got this one blanket. And none of them fit the one electric blanket. I'm going nuts. I must have other electric blankets around here. But I don't know where they are. So I may have to go buy another electric blanket. Here comes the baby. Fuzzy. Here's the baby cat. The baby cat. The baby cat. I love my baby cat. She sits and squeaks at me, goes rah, rah, rah all night, and wants petting and wants loving. Even after I've petted her and loved her a lot, and after I've fed her, she sits in her little scratcher and sits and meows at me. Wants constant attention, pretty. Her little tail is going back and forth like a metronome. And she's purring away. It took 2 years before she would let me hold her, so it's amazing. Outdoor kitties get frightened. Okay. Whoop. I've ordered another bag of IMs because I'm running out. But that's all the cat food I gotta buy for this month. I have to buy more fancy feasts for my cats, and all I got left is chicken. So I'll be going out sometime this week to Target and get more chicken. So I guess everybody's at work or something. I know it's just early. But I decided that I have to do laundry, and I had to open these quarters up finally. So how's your hands doing? My hands were hurting the other day, and I know how you're feeling. I got arthritis in my hands. So that's about it. I don't have much else to say because there's nothing going on. I've been lying in bed and I'll try to get comfortable and not cough. And I've been blowing my nose a lot, treating my nose. I was sneezing for a while. So I hope you feel good. And last night got the coldest I'd ever seen it in the middle of the night in here. It got to 62 degrees. Right now it is 65, but 62 for the living room in the middle of the night is cold. So this is the coldest apartment I've lived in since the 1970s. The one on Hyde Street, where Maroney's building, where we lived on the first floor, we had to run the gas heater. Not the gas heater, we had to run the stove for hours to warm up the apartment because we had these crank-out windows. There were 4 of them, and they weren't triple pane insulated because they didn't do that back then in the 70s, and we were freezing. So what? No. Okay, I think this is an imposter. I'm not going to allow those comments. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta go in the other one. Can't do that on the phone. So, I don't think this is a real soul sister. I'm going to remove these comments. And you don't do things with a sexual connotation on here. So, that's not allowed. Hello, Bussy. So I'm going to put, I don't know if the real soul sister or not, but I'm going to time him or her or it out. I'm not in any condition to have any kind of relations other than vocal with anybody. And nor am I interested in it except in an intellectual way because everything would hurt. I'm in too much pain to even think about it. I'm too damn old. So, knock it off. Yes, that's right, Fuzzy. Rrr. Yeah, little one. She just went rah. You went right at me, yes, little one. Yes. Baby cat. Yeah, well, it's probably a troll. There's my dinosaur. There's my dino. Fuzzy, what you want? What you want, little one? So, I don't know. I don't think that's the real Soul Sister. And I'll be glad when I get VPN. As I understand it, it may stop some of this stuff. They won't be able to get into my stream and hack it or whatever they're doing to it. So anyway, and you can donate money to PayPal for the cats. And send gift cards, money orders to me there. We've got a new piece of electronics coming in tomorrow, which will be interesting because my old one died ages ago. And well, as I understand it, the stream is sent all over the world. So I do have alternate email accounts. I don't know. I would have to talk to someone at YouTube because if once the pandemic is over and we get the vaccine, then the other thing I watched to meet Kevin videos on mask, and there's mask. You put a second mask over the first mask, and I went, oh my God, it's bad enough to wear the first mask. And originally I read in October of last year the cloth masks are only 10% effective. Then I saw today, during the night, it was 30% effective. And the N95 mask or the HN95 mask, I'm confused as to which are 95% effective, but there's ones with vents that you're not supposed to wear. You're supposed to cover the vents, and San Francisco has rules. You can't wear those. You come into the city, and I'm going... And so I'm more confused than ever. So, but I don't understand how they managed to hack YouTube anyway, because they shouldn't be able to hack YouTube's servers unless they're hacking my stream. And how do you stop that? I don't have any clue how to stop it, but it's aggravating. And the only real other solution is to use an alternate provider that would have much more security than YouTube, and I'll look into that in the next couple of months. I could do Twitch, I could do Gab, I understand Parler's backup, and I could do... There are paid services where no one can hack you. They have it set up where you're not hackable. So that's the alternative. So, but I don't know how you get around that. And it's aggravating on an unemotional basis. Why are you coming in and screwing me? Leave me alone. Leave my fans alone. Let us have a chat like we're in our own living room, for God's sakes, and go away. So, hey, I noticed that, I wonder if the timeout is over, because that person is not coming back so far. Let's see, 11:11. No, I guess it's not 11, it's not 5 minutes yet, so. Well, if you change your account name to mine in a few seconds, to me that's hacking. I'm sorry, that's committing an illegal act. It's called impersonation, it's identity theft, whatever you want to call it. It's not legal to do that, though it is hacking. You're using someone else's property, you're using someone else's identity. Why you time me out? Because you made sexual references to me, and I will not allow that. You do not do that. That is not allowed. And that should never be done in this channel toward me or anyone else. This is not a sexual channel. You want sex, go to a porno shop. No, that was not nice. So, that was not nice. So don't give me this garbage that you were being nice. Okay. Quit making the comments. I will block you, soul sister, if you don't stop. If it's a real soul sister or a fake soul sister, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to allow you to come in here and disrupt the chat and make sexual references about me or anyone else. So stop. It's your last warning. Alright, I think that's enough of this one. I have to go feed the cats and go to the post office before the deluge starts. So this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great day. Stay wet, warm, dry, or cool as the case may be. I hope you stay warm and dry and safe. And I will, okay. You're done. Goodbye. Whether that's soul sister or not, they just got blocked. I'm not putting up any garbage from people when they come in here. That's the name of that tune. I give you a warning, you come in. Yeah, well, I don't know what they wrote because whatever they wrote was deleted automatically. So I don't think that's a real soul sister, but I really don't care. I'm 68 years old, and I only have one woman in my life, and that's Kathleen Enfield. And I don't get to see enough of her, and she has her own pain issues. Oh, that's ridiculous. Well, I'm going to hide that comment, but what she said about my getting fired is totally untrue. So, that means I know it's a troll. Because, I used to manage an adult video store. I wasn't about to go in the adult video store and do anything untoward because I was the manager of the store. So, after you work there enough, you don't want to see videos. You don't want to deal with. You go do your 8 hours. And I did a lot of overtime, and you go home. I had to get up at 5 a.m. to open the store at 8, got off at 4, and frequently they'd call me up. My supervisor would call me up, can you work the next shift? Somebody isn't going to show up? Yeah. Then when I'm thinking, oh, it's getting close to midnight, I get to go home on BART. They said, can you work the next shift? Somebody didn't show up. I go, yeah. Then 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm still there. And I set a record. I worked 36 straight hours and was just about dead. I got a huge paycheck, but I did enough of that over my life, working security and working 30 days straight without a day off. Working as a cashier when they had no one to cover the shift until I finally told my boss, I'm going nuts. because I'm not getting enough sleep and enough rest, and I've worked 30 days in a row. You got to give me a day off. If you work the shift, if your son works the shift, I don't care. I can't. I need a day of sleep. So, yeah. Well, these trolls make up stuff that never happened, and it's all for attention, or they want me to mention it. It's ridiculous. Oh, Trump has a new slogan on his Donald J. Trump website: "Save America." So, well, I'm. Let's just put it this way: it's a long time ago in a city far, far away. But I worked in bookstores. I worked in video stores. I've worked as a cashier, and there's been nothing untoward. So, and I didn't steal anything, and and so I got robbed at gunpoint 3 times, including while working as a manager of one of those stores. I walked between 2 cars, and a guy in Oakland hit me over the head with a gun. So I miss the money from retail. I do not miss working retail. But the details of my work life, I would rather keep to myself. At this point, it's been so long since I worked, I can't even remember certain days. I just know it's within a certain period of time. So, and I managed bookstores and multiple stores and did a lot of different jobs, like unloading. That was the second worst job I ever had, was unloading fiberglass in the summer. The next one is cleaning oil tankers. Cleaning out an oil tanker. 150 degrees in there, incredibly hot. You could not get the smell of crude oil on my clothes. So I was 25 back then. But, I miss the money. You shelve the books, you ring up book sales, you dust the shelves, you rearrange the books, you rearrange the magazines. I mean, you open the store up in the morning and you lock it up at night. And in one case, the owner would go off to Reno and didn't leave me the key until I got fed up one day, and I had to sleep in the store because I had no way to lock the door. So I wound up staying there for 36 hours, and I said, "You can't do this to me anymore. I got to be able to go home." So I had some pretty weird bosses in my time, but these were used bookstores, and one I was clerk. I started out clerking in one store when I was hello, something that beeped. When I was 12, and it was a book record store, and he bought and sold items he bought before you had to have a second-hand license. And I worked there for years, so anyway, well, I blocked the other soul sisters, so I don't know if you're the soul sister or not. So, but one time I managed multiple stores. I was an assistant manager at a gas station. I was a clerk. I've been a clerk at about 4 bookstores, so in my time. I have a great love of books, so. That's why this place is crowded with books. And it's... Oh, they said a lot of bad things, but I don't know if that's you or not. I have no way of knowing. All right, that's it for this one. I'm going to go. I have to feed the cats who are hungry. And my back is starting to hurt. My chest is hurting a little bit. And I have to do this while I have the energy, and then I got to start later on doing laundry. So All right, have a great day, people. I'll be back later this afternoon. After I've had my nap and get started doing Kathy's laundry and then mine. So let's see. Nope, I'm gonna. Okay, that's it. How do they get back in here again? Jeez. For the record, I have never contacted Soul Sister offline. This has got to be the troll again. Now, how they get back in here using another handle. So, that is ridiculous. You tell me last night you loved me. I did no such thing. Last night I was lying in bed freezing. Because at one point it was 45, felt like 31. The temperature kept dropping and dropping. So get out of here, troll. All right, have a great day, Bussy. And we already know this other soul sister twice is a troll. They come back in, and I don't know how they get back in. Bye-bye.